essence of yoga is as described by Maharishi Patanjali through his 4 chapters, which he describes in Yoga Sutra of Patanjali, is first of all to purify the mind. And that purified mind, once the mind becomes purified, then it could actually go and connect with the soul. So most people has a perception that yoga is a set of asanas or exercise, but that's not true. Yoga, in its essence, like Patanjali says, is chitya vritti nirodha. That means subduing the impressions of mind. So yoga is all about purifying the impressions of mind, different impressions which were coming. So it cannot be a set of exercise. It is an attitude, because all that you do, this exercise could be part of it. It could be included. You can include sun solutions, you can include this exercise, you can include all other things, whatever you want to include mantra, chanting and all that stuff. But what is important is to understand that yoga by nature is to go within. And to go within and also to destroy those tendencies, or remove those tendencies. Remove is a better word. Remove those tendencies of mind which is distracting you, which is disturbing you, which is not letting you to connect with the purpose of your life, which is to connect with the soul. So in an essence, the most important characteristic of yoga, as Patanjali puts in these 4 chapters, in these 4 chapters, you have to start with, you have Samadhi Pada, which actually gives a theoretical basis of what yoga is all about, and then he comes with Sadhana Pada, where it actually describes the practice of yoga and what exactly is there. In that you find all these mentions of asanas, postures and breathing exercises and meditations, and also this Ashtanga Yoga, these 8 steps of practice. And then at the end you find the powers which you get out of this practice. If you do a certain point of time, if you do this practice, you actually attain some powers, and then to end it, conclude it, how do you connect to the soul? So all this goes to a direction to the connect to the soul. The point is that it is not, Maharishi Patanjali is always giving an option. If you go out, if you say Ishvara Praninida, so it has been given a Ishvara, the God itself was given as an option. Okay, the mantra doesn't work to you, then you can actually try this, you can try God. Or if it doesn't work to you, all is important is that how do you connect to your soul, or all is important is how do you become well. So all the essence is that to connect to your soul, to live a better life. And actually to live a better life, you have to purify the mind. The mind is like an curtain which is between the soul and the body. So more, it's like there is a lot of dart onto it. If you purify the dart, it's like if you purify the dart, then the soul becomes visible. So this is the whole purpose of it, that purifying the mind, more and more purifying mind. And Maharishi Patanjali gives a lot of options for that. Each option was tried. There was nothing forced. There was nothing. There is not kind of religious thing here. It's a very, very rational approach. You try one option, it doesn't work, there is another option given. It doesn't work, another option is given. So you have a whole lot of options to try out, right? So you have a complete scheme of things. You can choose the whole. You have a paradigm altogether. You have a broad principles, but then there was nothing like you have to do these asanas or these something like that is there. It's a broad principle. It's a philosophy. It's an attitude. If you ask this, the essence is what? It's to understand that this is a philosophy of living. So once you understand that, you really get to that essence. To understand the philosophy of life. It's like a manual. It's like a manual.